Good evening, everyone. This is Mike Green coming to you from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I've got some special guests on the phone tonight. You are here for Leafit's Jumpstart Monday night overview, and I tell you what, we've got some exciting things to announce tonight. One of our special guests is our CEO, Lawrence Sowell. I've got him on the line, and he is going to give us an update on where we're at with the IT application and all the excitement that's buzzing around right now with the application. Lawrence, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me, Mike?
Absolutely loud and clear.
Excellent. Thanks so much for having me in, and look forward to getting the app launched. So, Mike, I'm going to be brief because I know that Ron has a lot to go over and with the comp plan and everything. So just to get it started off, everybody's asking when are we going to launch? When are we going to have the app in the App Store? And I can let everybody know that we've started that submission process. There's a few things we had to do, like get our Duns & Bradstreet and a few different details we had to iron out with Apple. We got those things ironed out. There was one little bug that the developers had today that they got fixed, but their submission process has begun with Apple. That can take anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks. Usually, if there's a problem, Apple gets right back to you and says, well, there's this problem that we have, and then you make an adjustment, so on and so forth. If something like that comes up, we'll be sure to let everybody know, but we do not anticipate that at this time. Feels 100% that our submission is going to get approved, and the app will be live in the App Store. So that's when we'll enter what we call a public beta of the app. We'll still call it beta mode, but now it's accessible to the public. So I just want everybody to be clear on that. Also, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do a full product review. I'm going to be playing with the app myself for a bunch of hours, and I'm just going to give a full product review and let everybody know not just how it works, but what I think of the app, where it is today, and where we plan on taking it here in the next few 3-4 weeks, even couple of months. We have identified a couple things we could improve on, and I'll be making sure to communicate that with everybody so everybody understands where that is at. Also, some news that's really big is we're looking at beginning our development for Android and PC Mac mobile optimized, so that it doesn't matter what device anybody's on, you'll have full access to be able to use the app on any device. And people have been asking, when's it going to be ready on Android? When's it going to be ready on these other platforms? I can tell you that we're starting to begin the process at this time, and by maybe the end of this month, we'll start throwing some dates out there, some expectations on when you guys can expect to see the app on the other devices. If anybody was to ask me, I'd say, look for some announcements around September, October, when we'll probably be starting with the beta for PC, Mac, mobile optimized, and also Android. Also, some really exciting news. I don't know if you guys have noticed this out there in the field, but our growth has went to about 10 times where it was just 2 weeks ago. So obviously the secret's out that we're launching this app and that it is an absolute success, and our numbers are reflecting just that. So we're more than excited and look forward to growing into the future with each and every one of you. The timing is perfect. We're bringing new systems online, sales funnels, education programs, so on and so forth. And we couldn't be more excited. Mike, that's all I have over here, and I believe I'm going to throw it back over to you.
Hey, Lawrence, before you go, because I know you've got a couple other things you got to get to, like right now, and we're not going to cover a lot of questions now, but this one just had the very first question that came in from Dave is actually a topic that we were talking about today, and I know we don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but his question had a lot of relevance. He says, can you shop the web within the IT app without tagging and posting? Do you want to give maybe just a little sneak peek without giving too much away?
Sure. That question was asked, obviously, when we went into beta ourselves. We realized that people, even the beta testers, were wanting to be able to just shop. And absolutely, we have plans in place to make it available very soon for people to be able to actually just use the app to be able to price check and actually shop and create what we call a reverse leaf, which you'll hear about later.
Awesome. And I'm not gonna keep you, Lawrence, because like I said, I know you got places to be and people to talk to. But now, of course, I open a can of worms. There's all kinds of people asking about the product. We'll cover some of those later, you guys. Thank you very much, Lawrence, for spending just a few minutes with us. I know your schedule is really, really tight, so we really appreciate you having here. And man, everything you've done so far is unbelievable. Just keep up the good work, and away we go.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thank you, Lawrence. Now, I want to make sure Ron was having just a little Apple issue just before we went live, you guys, so that's why we got off to a little bit of a rocky start. But, Ron, tell me you're back. Ron, no, please tell me you're back.
I'm here, Mike.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you are. Okay. Oh, you were on mute. Okay. Hey, great. Guys, I want to introduce Ron Pope again tonight. I know we introduced him last week. Ron Pope is our COO/CMO, Chief Operating Officer/Chief Marketing Officer for the company. Couldn't be more thrilled to have Ron on board. Ron on board. Can't believe the things he's accomplished so quickly. And if you guys haven't plugged into what we've got going on, all I can tell you is get to your leafit.biz replicated website, leafit.biz/your username. Hit resources on the tabs across the top, or just scroll to the very bottom of the page and check out the link that's already there. It says webinars. Click on that link and see what's already been built. We now have opportunity webinars going on 6 times a day, 6 days a week. It's unbelievable. Thank you very much, Ron, for getting that done. Can't believe how fast we got that up and running. But we've also got the corporate Jumpstart that's advertised there. Obviously, a lot of you have found that, or at least found the banner in the back office, because we've got well over 200 people on this call already tonight, or on this webinar tonight, and we haven't had that many people on a call, I don't think ever, on a webinar ever for a Monday Night Jumpstart. So obviously it's working. The links are, but if you haven't seen it, it's pretty impressive. It has 3 different webinars you can get to. The BizOp overview webinars that are being done, like I said, every single day of the week, except for Sunday, and also the Jumpstart webinars and the Tuesday and Thursday calls that we're going to start tomorrow night as well, but I'm sure Ron's going to talk more about that here in a minute. Ron, are you dialed in and ready to screen share?
Yeah, let me get that started up here again. I'm having just a little bit of technical issue on that.
We had you there for a second, and then you...
Okay, how about now? You got it?
Yes, you are. Yep, you're good to go with that right there.
Okay, perfect. All right, guys, there was a few more things I wanted to put on here tonight, but I'll still discuss them. I didn't get them into the PowerPoint yet. So, good evening, everybody. I'm glad that everyone was able to come out and spend this time with us on a Monday night, and I appreciate Lawrence taking the time between meetings here to come on here and join us for a few minutes. Guys, we've gone to all webinars officially. Okay, I know we were doing some calls and things before, but really what we found with Leafit is it's a very visual product, and so we want to take everything into high tech. We also want to keep the high touch involved. But with the webinars, Monday nights being the Jumpstart, that's really where you guys are going to get the corporate updates. We've started sending out emails on a regular basis. You guys should have received some recently about the 50K race. Okay, that's one that I wanted to get on the PowerPoint, did not get on there, but we do expect to be hitting our 5,000 paid associates by about mid-August, and which means that by the end of August, whoever has sponsored the most personals will be receiving $15,000. So that is going to be the first of the 50K raise payouts. Then as quickly as we can get to 10,000 paid associates, then there will be another 25 given out until we've given out a total of, by the time we reach 50,000 paying associates, we'll have given out a total of $200,000. All right, and Mike's got some numbers to go through with you guys tonight, some of the leaders and things, but I'll let him cover that as to what the standings are. Comp plan enhancements will be taking effect on August 2nd. Okay, that's the target date on all of this. In order to reach that, we need to get all the movies redone, which they're underway right now. We've got our professional voiceover that we've brought on now for the company. We've got our movie production right here in town in Coeur d'Alene, and we're really plugging away at it. We've got professional copywriters and things on board, so all of these things are being done extremely professionally, things that you guys are going to be very proud to represent. We're going to have one call, and that call is going to be like a 30-second sizzle call. We're writing the script for that now, so if you've got somebody who can't get behind a computer but still wants to hear about it right now, once we're done with it, we will release the number to this sizzle call, and you'll be able to have your folks call in and listen to a 30-second sizzle. It's just enough to really grab their attention and move them to the next spot, which is going to be the lead capture page and sales funnel. Since we've been redoing a bunch of copy on the movies, it did get delayed out just a little bit, but we are on track with it finally. The movies have to go into the sales funnel, but this is going to be a really incredible tool for you guys. So you could take them, you could give a direct link to your sales funnel, to your lead capture page, and on the LCP, people are just going to put in their name and their email address and their phone number, and then here from corporate, we'll start passively trickling on those folks to help them, to help you convert them. All right, but then after they plug in their information, they go right into the sales funnel. That's all being worked on. Or you could send them through to a sizzle call, get their attention, and then send them over to your lead capture page. So however you want to market that, if you want to do it all online, you could put your LCP up on Facebook or wherever else you want to put it, and drive traffic through to your funnel. Okay, all of that's in the works, and just a few weeks out here. We are going to be putting up this week. Okay, because all of the large leaders and even the local market here that we've been meeting with on a daily basis, the ones who don't quite get it, we do a demo of the app for them, and immediately it just clicks. They go, oh, I get it. It's the best thing I've ever seen. I'm in. All right, but those folks that aren't joining may not understand exactly what they have their hands on, and we want to get as high a conversions for you guys as possible. So we're going to be putting it's going to be about 7 to 10 minute tour of the app. That'll be the demo that's going up on your replicated websites. Okay, met with the programmer on that this morning, and it's actually going to be going up by the first video because we want that to be one of the first things that they see and easily found. All right, so we'll have the product video, we'll have the app demo, and then we're going to pull the video of Lawrence, the CEO, off of the more information, and we're going to pull that to the homepage of the replicated site as well. All right, so we're going to reorganize that page to make it much easier for everybody to use. Let's talk about where the webinars are. I know a lot of you had no problem getting registered tonight. Some others had a hard time finding it, and we've had some emails go out about it, but let me just tell you right where you find that, okay? You do not even have to go in your back office. We want this to be available to everybody, okay? Free affiliates, associates, everyone, prospects, okay? So you're going to go to your replicated site. You're going to click on Resources tab. And then you're going to click on the webinars link that you'll see on the page in the resources section. Okay, here it'll bring you to another page where you're going to see 6 webinars a day. If you click that, it's going to take you through to a registration page for the opportunity webinars. All right. Next one you're going to see is for the Monday night jump starts. You click on that button there, it's going to take you through to the registration page for the Monday night jumpstart webinars. And then the last one you're going to see is going to be the Tuesday and Thursdays, which is the leadership, testimonial, and industry secrets webinars. So if you click on that one, you'll be able to register for that as well. Once you register for the Tuesday, Thursday, it's the same link. So if you registered for the Tuesday one, you're going to get a reminder on Thursday. So you only have to register one time, and then it'll remind you every Tuesday and Thursday that, hey, you have a webinar coming up. Okay? Those are some of the tools that we got in place for you. Now, guys, the reason that we're making some comp plan enhancements is that I've been involved in several companies over the years, and what I've found is that you can't make enough money a lot of times with matrix programs if they're low dollar. Okay, so being in your $20, $25, $40, it's difficult to make some money with those programs. So what we wanted to do was get money into your guys' hands as quickly as possible, not 4 or 5 weeks down the road, but literally this week. Okay, so we're going to talk about how do we do that, and then on top of that, what we wanted to do was pay you more through the matrix. So how do we do that? All right, and then there was one more major spin that I brought to the table here that everybody loved, and I think you guys are going to really like it too. It could be and probably will be one of your largest income streams through Leafit. All right, so as we go through this, in order to make all of this happen, we had to increase the front end and the monthly just a little bit. Okay, but we took that money and we redirected it right back into the comp plan, and I think you guys are going to be pretty excited about what you see here. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, the monthly is going to, as soon as the new comp plan comes out, we'll go up to $149. Okay, but with that, let me explain what you guys are going to get. You're going to get a full educational course on the back end. All right, this is a course that I've talked about before, but you guys could actually end up with an OMCA certification, online marketer certified associate. So you can literally list yourself on your resume as an online marketing specialist, and that could become another income stream. You could literally start another career or another business right off of that. Not telling you to do that. Really what we want to see is that you take that education, you learn to market, okay, online through all the different social media sites and ways to build lists and pay-per-click. I mean, we're gonna educate you guys on every single way that is the most profitable way to market online. And there's going to be videos, workbooks, and quizzes. Okay, when you finish the entire course, you can actually apply for your third-party OMCA certification, and like I say, actually get something of value, a piece of paper that says you're a specialist. Not only that, you're going to have the knowledge to just explode your business with this. Now, there's going to be some of you that will never open that education course, and that's up to you. Okay, it's totally up to you. You do not have to open the course and go through it. It is there. It is updated about every 4 to 6 weeks. It is used by the U.S. Department of Labor. They contract with us to actually be able to provide online education to folks that are looking to change careers that may be out of work currently. So a little bit of credibility there. Also, there's about 3 universities around the United States that sell the same course for no less than $5,000, but the majority of them will sell it for about $10,000 for the course. You guys are getting it included for your $149 up front and $49 a month. Okay? Let's go ahead and move forward. Right here, this is one of the first editions that we made, a 9-generation unilevel. All right, and as you're looking at the page in front of you, you see the number of the qualifications, number of personals, and then we're going to open it up 9 generations. Your first one being your own personal sales. Let's take a look here at what this can actually do for you guys. You're going to get a 33% commission right off the top on all your personals. So what does that mean? You get 3, and yours is free. Okay, you got your upfront money back. So you are going to want to go out and get your 3 and then help your people each get their 3 very quickly, put that money back in your pocket, and when you do that, you're going to be paid $10 on everybody who comes in on your 2nd generation and $5 for anybody who comes in on your 3rd. All right, so how many personals do you want to bring in? It's unlimited. This is not based on the matrix here, guys, okay? This is a unilevel, so you can go as wide as you want here. So don't be thinking in sets of 3s. We're going to have a lot of people, we already do have a lot of people that have brought on 20, 30 personals already in the last week. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go down. The next qualifier is 3 personals. Okay, when you get 3 personals, you're going to open up 6 generations deep. 1 personal got you 3 generations. 3 personals are going to get you 6 generations. You're still going to get the 50, the 10, and the 5, but now you're going to start generating $3 on every single person that's coming in on these different levels. Again, if you use the simple math, the 3 who get 3, you're already talking about a significant amount of money right here, guys, based on that. I mean, through your on your 6th generation alone, if you had 3, you got 3, you got 3 all the way down, you're over $3,600 right there, just on the 6th generation, not mentioning what you've already picked up on all the other levels, so well over $5,000 right there. Let's go down. You get 5 personals, opens up all 9 generations. Okay, on your 9th generation, again, using the simple scenario, 3 you get 3, you get 3 all the way through your 9th generation. That's over $98,000 in income potential on your 9th generation alone. So enormous amounts of money that the company just added to the compensation plan for you guys. All right, some of the criteria: pays out weekly. We're talking about fast start income. Okay, you can literally get a check in your first week. Tuesdays at 11:59 p.m. Pacific are going to be the cutoff. So if you qualify or to get a check, okay, by Tuesday 11:59 p.m. Pacific, then you're going to receive that check that Friday, just 3 days later. Okay, so major enhancement for how quickly we're paying out. We're going from 5 weeks to literally could be 3 days for you. All right, so very significant there. Simple qualifiers: anyone can really open up the 9 generations of overrides here. In this business, in the industry, the average networker will bring in about 2.3, 2.5 people. In this business, Leafit, I'm talking about Only Leafit, because it's kind of in a bubble of its own. We've got college kids here in the local market, guys, that are literally just showing the app. They're in our beta test with along with another 1,000 people that are in beta right now, and they just show the app, and they're getting 5 to 10 signups a day. I mean, it's ridiculous what's happening for these guys. So 5 personals, not really that difficult to do. Okay, so you need to redo your thinking. If you've been in network marketing for very long, this is not your typical business. All right, so 5 personals is all it's going to take to open up the 9 generations. Let's go over here and take a look at the matrix. Okay, the 3x9. We've made some enhancements to this as well. I think you're going to welcome these. What we first and foremost wanted to focus on is right here. Okay, if you look, what we did is we switched the first level and the second level. All right, and the reason that we did that was putting a lot of money on the first level doesn't really matter. Okay, you've got your unilevel now to make your money on your personals, but what we wanted to do here was to get your monthly your monthly membership payment covered as quickly as possible. Okay, because we know that if we can help you get your monthly covered and help your people get their monthly covered, they're going to stay. Okay, they're going to come in here for the compensation for the product. It's going to, but by doing this, it'll help retain your group, and you guys will be able to develop the relationships that are going to keep people here for years to come. All right, and then you can start to have fun in your teams. But first and foremost, you got to get them paid. You got to get those monthlies covered so they don't have to, worry about it every month when that payment comes around. Okay, so we flop these two, and so by the time you fill up your second level, 3 who get 3, yours is free. $49 a month. Well, right there is 51. But just by getting 1 personal associate and maintaining that, you've opened up 3 levels on your matrix. So now you're able to generate a profit off your matrix with only 1 personal. Let's continue down. You get 3 personals, same as the unilevel requirements. Okay, with the unilevel and the matrix both, you get 1, it opens up 3 levels, 3 opens up 6 levels, and 5 opens up all 9. We kept the qualification the same on both income streams here. Okay, so as you guys can see, that by the time you're hitting down here around your 5th level, you're getting to some pretty significant money, especially if you're working it part-time. Your 6th level, $2,200, but look at the jump what we did here on the 7th level to really reward you guys for bringing in those extra 2 personals. Okay, we bumped it to $3 on 2,187 people. You got an income potential right there of over $8,700 a month, over $100,000 a year, right there. And then the matrix now is going to cap out around $120,309. All right, pretty significant. This is paid out weekly, starting in your 2nd month. Okay, so the first month is your unilevel, the 2nd month is your matrix. Okay, so what you do through this Friday, you would be paid out next Friday on, starting in your 2nd month there. Okay, now I will throw, since you guys are on the call with us here tonight, I will throw one more thing out there that we're going to be doing with this. All right, I don't want anybody to wait around for this or anything, but this is kind of an extra little nugget I'm going to throw out. In the matrix, rather than limiting you guys to only 9 levels, when you meet certain criteria, we're going to give you 1 free spot that you can place, okay, because legally you're not supposed to buy positions under yourself. However, and I met with Jeffrey Babner on this particular issue, and this, I think, makes a matrix just a hot structure for the model that we have, the business model we have right now. Okay, when you guys meet certain criteria, we'll give you a free spot that you can place anywhere in your downline, in any open spot, and ride the momentum out. Okay, so if you got a runaway leg and you want to ride that momentum, we'll let you know here in the next couple weeks what the criteria will be for that, but we'll give you another free spot. It'll allow you to continually override more and more levels through your matrix. There's no reason that we could not continue to open up criteria, and as you guys meet new criteria, continue to give you free spots to put in your downlines. Okay, so that is cutting edge right there, guys. I mean, that's hot. I don't know any other company that is giving free spots to ride the momentum in your matrix. So pretty cool. Let's go on here. I apologize for this page. I didn't get it fully structured in time. But this is the generational check match, guys. This is insane money right here. Literally, and as you start to see this, I think you'll grasp the fact that you guys could literally earn hundreds, if not thousands, of check matches. All right, so we consulted with a leader in the industry. This is one of his largest income streams. He does over $1.5 million a year in networking, and hands down, this was his biggest suggestion for our comp plan enhancements. And I love this. I love check matches, and anybody who's building their business is going to love it too. So first rank is manager. You bring one personal and get 600 team volume. You're going to override all of your personals. And I say all. This is not based on the levels in the matrix. Okay? This is based on the generations that the associates fall in your unilevel. Okay? And the 5% that you're getting paid, that is based on what each one of those associates are making in their matrix. So this is another way, if you guys think about this now, this is another way to extend out your matrix virtually to infinity. I mean, if you want to keep overriding your matrix, keep bringing on personals. Okay? You could bring on a personal 6 months from now, a year from now, that falls down 20, 30 levels in your matrix, but you're still overriding every dollar they're making in the matrix. You see how that works? So literally hundreds, if not thousands of checks here, and here's how. Director is the second rank. Bring on 5 personals, 1,500 TV, that's team volume. 2 of your personals. When you see these things in brackets, we're going to start to really encourage you guys to work as a team. All right, so when you see things in brackets like this, that means 2 of your 5 need to become managers. Okay? Now look what we did here. We ratcheted up, however, the percentage that you make on all of your personals. So you went from 1% now to 6%. We threw another 1% on there. And look at this. We've opened up the second generation for you at 5% overrides as well. So if you've got 5 personals who each bring on 3, what are we looking at now? Well, you're looking at about 20 checks. 5 personals and 15 under them, that's 20 check matches that you potentially have at that moment. All right? And you've only made it to the second qualifier. Let's go down again. Senior director, 10 personals, 3 of which need to make it to director, and 5,000 TV. We ratcheted up your personal again, and we did it right here on the second generation. Every time you meet a new qualifier, we're going to add another % to all your overrides. Okay? And then there's a big bonus here at the end I'm going to show you. Let's go on to the next rank. Okay? We could go back here, I guess, for just a moment. If you had 15 here, and say they each got 3, you got 45, 15 is 60 plus the 5, 65 check matches, and that's just with 3. Okay? So you can do as many as you want. Right here, executive, 15 personals. You don't have to do this overnight, guys. It's going to take a little bit of time because we want you to drive depth and security in your team. So 15 personals, 4 of which need to become senior directors. That's 25,000 TV. Again, look at this now. You're at 8%, 7, 6, and 5. 5% all the way down through your 4th generation here. Okay? Very significant. And then you got your senior executive. This is the highest rank that we have at this time in Leafit. It only requires 20 personals. I know a lot of companies out there are asking for 50, 75, 100 personals to reach their top ranks. 20, okay? Because we're not a recruiting company. That's not what we want to be. We want to be a social company where you guys are creating relationships with your teams, okay? 5 of your 20, this is where you start spending time with them. You say 5 of your 20 need to become executives and 200,000 team volume. Look what we did there, though, guys. You're now making 10% on every single generation, all the way through 5 generations. You could literally be hundreds of levels deep overriding in your matrix at this point. We have literally blown the matrix wide open for you guys. All right? This is paid out weekly with the matrix checks, okay? So again, check match start on your 2nd month at the time that the matrix checks start, and then whatever you do through Friday is paid out the following Friday. Let's see if I've got anything else here for you guys. Nope, that looks like the end of that. So Mike, I'm going to turn it back over to you. I just want to say how excited I am that we're heading this direction, and I know that you know, a lot of you that want to get out and really build your business are probably having a hard time sitting still right now. I hope you guys do not sleep tonight. All right, we put a lot of time and energy and thought into this, and we believe wholeheartedly this is what's going to blow up your businesses and Leafit and become a household name very quickly with this. So thanks, guys, for listening to me. Mike, back over to you.
Okay, Ron, now don't go away because, of course, what you just announced, we have a lot of questions. I've kind of been reviewing them, Ron. And I think we're down into maybe like 3 categories. So the 149 it is on the startup, right, Ron? And then it's 49 per month on the monthly builder package. And I think that probably covers
Yes.
2 or 3 dozen questions that were just asked.
Excellent. Yes, that is exactly what it is. It is not an annual; it's a one-time, guys. So at the time that you get involved, it's that startup. It helps cover the educational updates and everything that we need to be doing. So it's a one-time 149, and then it goes to $49 a month. But we were able to take a significant amount of all that and create 2 more income streams to Leafit. So yes.
So as I was typing as fast as I could to answer some of the early questions, Ron, and I'm listening to you, and then I'm reading these new questions that are coming in on the comp plan itself. Can you just reiterate? I mean, we're really into old school network marketing. I remember back in the 90s, sign up 3 and you've got all your money back in your pocket kind of concept, and we're really in that same vein, right? So 149 on the startup, or on the I'm sorry, we call it, what do we call it, Ron? We've moved so fast. Not startup, but
The generational, yeah, the
yes.
unilevel on the front end, yeah.
So 149, but we're paying out $50 for every single person that you personally sponsor.
Yeah, that's your fast start money, where you can take that money and turn it back into marketing. We know a lot of you guys are internet marketers, and it costs money to market. And so we wanted to be able to put money in your pocket very quickly. At $40 and not getting paid for 5 weeks, it just didn't allow the internet marketers to really engage. And we have, just so you guys know, we've surveyed several leaders around the globe. Some of you are on the phone with us right now. And hands down, this was unanimous. People were excited about this. And we've had a lot of local leaders and different associates stop in here to the office. And yeah, it's just been incredible excitement. So go ahead, Mike.
Okay, let me do 2 more things, and then I'll let you go, Ron. And I'm going to give my slant on this in a second, but I just want to make sure we got to some of these questions. And of course, one of the biggest ones is, if I sign up for $40 or have already signed up for $40, do I have to go back in and pay the $149 on August 2nd?
No, you do not. If you've signed up for $40, and thank you so much for whoever asked that question. If you signed up for $40, anybody who signs up for $40 between now and August 2nd will not have to pay the $149 one time. You will go to the $49, but you will not have to pay the $149.
So Ron, how big of a deal is that between now? Today's only July 14th. We've got all the way through August 1st. How big of a deal is that for me as a recruiter to go out? I mean, how do I sell that?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, you can.
I'm going to lead you right into that one, Ron.
Yeah, $109 in savings up front. I mean, it costs somebody very little to get their business started, and so it's massive. And then if you're sitting there going, well, I'm not going to get my unilevel pay on those folks. Well, yes, that is true. Okay, you will miss out on some of that unilevel between what you do from now to that time. But think about the forward momentum. Okay, the forward momentum that you guys are going to have at first to market. I mean, this is all about timing. This is a matrix, guys. This is all about timing, getting in as quickly as possible, getting positioned, okay, and then bringing your leaders in. Think about what's going to happen on August 2nd if you go into that with a team of 100, 200, 500, 1,000 people. And there will be a lot of people that come on this week and will put 500 to 1,000 people in their team before August 2nd. Okay, you need to be selling the heck out of that, guys. $109 savings, so very significant.
I guess I look at it this way. I know I've been around this company for a long time, over a year and a half. This is Mike Green again. Sorry, you guys that don't know my voice, but I will tell you that there have been nights where I've gone to the local pizza parlor, or even to our big events in Coeur d'Alene that we do, where we have 50, 60 people sitting in a room, and not to always be about the money, because it's a real pleasure to help people get where they want to get in any business model. But I got to be honest with you, there were days of course filled my first level a long time ago, and inside of the matrix, we could have a room of 50 or 60 people and 5 people sign up. Falling within my first 9 levels, I'm making $2 a piece. That's even if they were all personally sponsored to me, all I was making in the old matrix was $2 a piece. That's tough for a builder, for someone for anybody. That's tough. I got to tell you honestly, personally, I am excited because $149 for someone that sees the vision, understands what we're doing, is a drop in the bucket. $149 to start your own business that has the potential that this business model does, it should be $1,499, not $149. $149 20 years ago when I first started in network marketing, even back then, Excel was $195. So I look at where we're at with the price point here, and I know some people are going, wait a minute, it was 40, now it's 149. Wow, that's a big jump. No, in this business model, it's really not. I mean, you've got companies out there that, not to name any names, but there's the $499 package. There's the $3,500 package. The $149 to start this business model is extremely doable. But what it does for every single one of us is it keeps you in the sponsoring loop, because every single person, and this isn't just on the unilevel startup, that $50 bill that you get to make every single time you personally sponsor someone is far better than $2 that you were making inside of the old matrix. So it's $50 for every single personal sponsored. Go out and sponsor a bunch. Now when you're sitting in that meeting, you have 5 or 6 people that personally sign up to you, you made some significant money tonight. And that's what we want. We want people to be able to make money inside of this program, as opposed to saying, well, I made another $2. I go home sometimes, I say, honey, yeah, we had a great turnout tonight. I made, $10. So night and day with what you're going to be able to earn. Now, that's just on the unilevel. Start thinking about the power of check matching. Again, for the builders out there, check matching is going to be phenomenal. You could literally have hundreds, thousands of people that are connected to you inside of your unilevel that you're earning check matches on 5 generations deep. My goodness, you could have a ton of check matching that goes on. And what allows us to do that is a $149 on the in, and that $49 a month changed everything. You're right, but it changed it for the better. It put us in a position to actually be able to go out and earn unlimited. Am I right, Ron? I mean, we can now say that you are not limited as to how much money you can make inside of this program.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, there will be, millionaires made through this company for sure, and we've just opened up the doors to allow that to happen. So, absolutely.
Beautiful. All right, Ron, did you want to cover the 50K race again? And then I want to kind of give some leaders out here. Or I can do the whole thing. I know you've been talking a lot. You tell me how you want to go.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take just a moment and cover this, because if you guys aren't even aware, this is actually a race that had been going on for a little while, but it wasn't really, people weren't aware of it. You'll find it in your back office under the Money tab, and you'll see a banner on the upper left-hand corner. If you click on that, this will come up for you. But this is the money that I was referring to earlier. Right here, you get 5,000, or the company gets 5,000 paying associates, which, guys, we're rapidly approaching that, and that's why I'm starting to really push this back out to you. If you're new to the company or you've been around for a while and this hadn't been really put in front of you, it's time to get serious, guys. All right, because if you want to be in the running for this, you got to get moving. 5,000 paying associates, and the one with the most paid, 15 grand. The 10,000 paying associates, again, the most paid personals, $25,000. So I mean, that's some big money right there. And then when we hit 25,000 total paying through the company, it's going to be the one with the most personals that have 3 each. Okay, so for example, if Bill had 25 personals and Mike had 20, but out of Bill's 25 personals, only 10 of those had 3 each, and out of Mike's 20 personals, 15 had 3 each, Mike would actually have won that. Okay, Bill had more personals, but Mike had a bigger team. He had built some depth and worked with his team members. Okay, so it's all about working as a team. That's $50,000 right there. When we hit our first real milestone, these are kind of intermediate milestones. This is really our first milestone that we're after. In the next couple of months here, we'd like to see that in the next 3 to 4 months achieved. And I believe with the momentum picking up, it should not be a problem. But with 50,000 paying members in the company, the one with the most personals with 3 paying, that have 3 each, $110,000. Okay, that's probably going to be paid out somewhere around Christmas time. I think it'd be a pretty decent Christmas if you picked up 110 grand. So it's up for grabs for everybody. And Mike, I know you're about to go through some of the leaders on that, so I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Oh, sure, right in the middle of typing. You know I can't talk and type at the same time. Hold on a second. Let me just finish this one or I'll lose it because there's a lot of questions coming in. I was just finishing up. Yeah, what I wanted to do, you guys, was just go over the leaderboard and kind of give you what I believe is going to be the month. Now there is an outside shot. We never know that the momentum that is coming at us right now is unbelievable. As Lawrence said earlier in this call, 10 times the activity that we used to have for new signups. The free affiliates are unbelievable rate coming into the program right now. So to say exactly when we're going to hit that first benchmark, that 5,000 benchmark, 5,000 paid associates, I can't predict it. I can't guarantee, but I can tell you it could potentially happen this month. We think with what we've got going right now that easily by next month. So I'm going to tell you that if you're in the game to win top honors in that first event, that 5,000 paid associates, you might want to seriously consider what you're doing this month and absolutely be focused on next month. Now I'm going to, hey Ron?
Yes.
We've got some static someplace, and I don't know if that's me or one of the other organizers.
I'm not hearing it at all.
Oh, you're not hearing it? Oh shoot, maybe it's me then. All right, you guys. What I wanted to do was we did this a couple of weeks ago. Hang on a second. I hope nobody, well, if you can't hear it, Ron, nobody else can probably hear it either. We did this a couple of weeks ago, so I just want to give you an update of what I think we're going to be at by the end of this month. I think very conservatively we'll be about halfway there, and I think that's being very, very conservative. Again, you never know when a group is going to explode. We've heard from people all across the country, people outside of the country. We spoke with a gentleman up in Canada today. I'm not going to give any names or his marketing strategy, but if he moves as quickly as he says he can move, he could potentially put us over the top this month. So just know that this could happen very, very quickly. If you're playing in this arena, you want to have top honors right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know. I just want to throw some congratulations out to the top 20. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do the top 20, and just let you know that there's room for winners. We've seen that, and as I disclose how long some of these people have been in our program, you'll see that it can be done with the right attitude, with the right focus. Anybody, I'm going to tell you, even if you started just today, I believe anybody can go win this first event. Again, even if you just started today. So let's get started. I want to say congratulations to Sarah. Sarah's been around since the end of last year. She makes our top 20. I was asked not to give out usernames or last names, but all I can tell you is, Sarah, you've done a great job. And if this is if you're Sarah, yes, I'm talking about the Sarah that signed up on December 29th, just of last year. So she made it in that top 20 list. Levin, I think I do believe there's a doctor in there someplace. 2 days he's been in the program and makes the top 20 list. You've got David. Something about Angela and David. I feel like a psychic right now. Do you know who I'm talking about? I've been in the program for about 4 weeks. Unbelievable, made the top 10. I did this 2 weeks ago. Devin is also known as Lonnie. I almost lost it again this time. Devin, known as Lonnie, been in the program since December 4th, make that top 20. Liz, Elizabeth, Liz, you know who you are. I know you're on the call. Yes, still in the top 20. Paul, my new friend from Australia, in the top 20. Only 2 months in the program, and I'm telling you what, Paul is a monster. Paul knows what he's doing. Paul has systems he's putting in place, and he's going after this, and he's actually got a couple of people that are above him in the number of personally sponsored. Skip out of Montana. Good job, Skip, still in the top 20. Will, 8 days in the program, and Will is in the top 20. 8 days, you guys. We won't talk about that guy, some guy named Michael. Then I've got my good friend Corey, been around for a long, long time, but Corey's in the top 20, as is Billy. Everybody knows Billy. Martin, with a YN, Martin in the top 20, as is Sandy, that's only been around for a month and a half. Martin's only been around for about 2.5 months. And then there's this guy named Mike, another Mike. I was just on the phone with Mike today about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago, talking about some really big stuff with Will coming down the pike, but only 7 days in this program, 7 days, and he's already in the top 20. Then we've got Lee, again, another one of those guys that's been around for a long time. In the top 20, you've got Karen. Brad and Karen out of Southern California in the top 20, great honors. And their sponsor, Aaron, also in the top 20. Now, the last three, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you actual numbers. And Karen and Brad and Aaron, we're talking a month and a half those guys have been around. And they were, until these last three names came into play, Aaron and Karen and Brad had top honors in this program. So this is how fast this started. 11 days ago, there was a guy, first name Van. I know he's on the webinar. I've seen him chat out there to you guys. A lot of you guys know him. I don't think he's afraid for everybody to know who he is because he's been barking back and forth. But Coach Van, 11 days in the program, 21 personally sponsored. 21 personally sponsored in 11 days. Now, Mark with an M-A-R-C out of Wichita did not want to be outdone. He was our top leader for probably the last 2, 3, 4 weeks. Or I'm sorry, I guess I would say 3 weeks because he's one of those guys that got started right from the very first day and shot up to 10, 15 just in the first day. Mark's been around for 3 weeks now, June 23rd, 23 personally sponsored associates. Those are people that came in paying their 40 right out of the gate. So congratulations, Mark. We do have a new top honor, someone at the top of the heap, and I got to tell you, it was July 4th, Friday, July 4th, that Jane got started. Jane out of New York. I believe it's New York. She sure does have a New York accent. I've talked to Jane a couple of times now. Top honors, 10 days in the program, 27 personally sponsored paid associates. So guys, I will tell you the messaging that I get off of this, the list that I just ran down, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the people that I just mentioned are in this program, in the top 20. 5 of them, I'm sorry, 7 of them, I just had to recount, that didn't sound right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those top 20 have been in the program less than a month. Less than a month. And have sponsored, the lowest of those 7 has sponsored 10, the highest has sponsored 27. So all I can tell you is the new person, the person that's seeing this for the very first time, with $15,000 being paid out to the person that has top honors, and again, that could happen this month. I would say most, I can't say definitely, but I'd say it'd almost be impossible for us not to hit that 5,000 mark at this stage of the game with the growth rate the way it's going right now to not hit it in the month of August. It's coming, you guys. That's just the first round. Remember, second round, same exact qualification. Who has the most personally sponsored is going to pay out. Wait, it goes to $25,000, right, Ron? Have you still got that queue up? $25,000 for the associate that has the most personally sponsored when the company hits 10,000 paid associates. It's coming, guys. That's a lot of coin on the table. You throw that on top of the brand new, you can call it enhancements if you want. I call it new and revigorated comp plan. It is the bomb. It is unbelievable when you sit down and analyze it. We'll get the comp plan updated in the back office very, very soon. But when you sit down and analyze what this comp plan is doing, is it puts every single one of us, in a position to earn check match. All you have to do is sponsor 3. One of the last questions that I read before Ron wanted me to come back on, the question was, what is 600 TV? Well, TV is team volume, and 600 means $600 worth of builder packages being paid in a monthly, 600 in a monthly basis being paid. So basically, you're looking at 12 people, 13 people is going to put you over the top of that 600 TV. So sponsor 3 and have a team of 12 to 13, and you're going to qualify to get check match on your personally sponsored associates. And that's a huge deal for every single one of us. Some of us know that guy or that gal that can sponsor thousands, but we don't really have, that's not us. We're not that type of person that's going to go out and do that. But we know that one that will. So think about it. Know that one and just 2 more, and you could be looking at a check match on those 3 people. And if that one is that home run hitter, that one that you bring into the program, 10% of their check, what if they go on, I don't mean to paint the sky too blue here, but what if that one hitter that you know goes off to be $1 million earner, $1 million monthly earner, because that's what that's what we have in store here. That's what we have in front of us now. And if they do, and you're on even just a 5% check match off of their matrix earnings, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal for you. So every single one of us are now put in a position to earn not just off of our own matrix, but on the matrix of people that we personally sponsor. in the form of that check match. I think it's huge. I think it takes our comp plan, and I will tell you that this information, it did kind of leak out a little bit before we made the announcement tonight, and I think that this comp plan, I think it truly is one of the reasons we're seeing the kind of growth rate that we are now. Ron said it earlier, I'll say it again. We have heard over the last 3, 4, 5, 6 months, there's not a lot of meat on the bone on that comp plan that you guys have. And we had a lot of people kind of waver and just a little bit about joining us. And as soon as that information got in the hands of some people that just kind of ran with it, again, I truly believe that, and the fact that our mobile app is right around the corner now, you guys. If you're testing it, it's real. Those two factors together are putting this company into an explosion, and I couldn't be more excited to be part of it. So I hope you guys enjoy our new format. Ron, if you're still out there, say goodnight. We're gonna sound off, you guys. If we didn't get to your questions, we'll do our best addressing those questions on next week's Jumpstart webinar. Make sure everybody knows, and just so you guys know, 254 people made this Jumpstart tonight. I think that's outstanding. We haven't seen numbers like that before ever on a Monday night, so the format works. One last thing about the webinar, just so you know, now that you've registered, there is a phone number that people can call into with an access code. So if you're ever in one of those positions where you're not going to be in front of your computer, you can still call in to this webinar. You won't be able to see it, of course, on your phone, but you'll be able to call in. So there is a phone number and an access code once you register to get onto this webinar. But great numbers tonight, unbelievable. We'll cover some of the questions you guys were asking on next week's Jumpstart call. Ron, I hear you.
Yes. Let's talk real quick. Tomorrow night, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. We do have our leadership testimonial and industry secrets call. We're going to have folks that have some of which that Mike just listed. We're gonna bring them out on the call. We're gonna put their picture up with their testimonial right on the webinar while you listen to them talk about how it is that they're building their team so quickly. So make sure that all your prospects make it onto that call tomorrow. All your new people on your team make it on the call tomorrow. Let's let everybody know what kind of exciting growth we're having here with Leafit. So do not miss that. Again, you'll find that under the resources. Click on webinar and register for the Tuesday night leadership call. So we look forward to seeing you guys on there. Mike, back over to you.
Fantastic, Ron. Thanks for your time. Thank you, Lawrence. I think he had to leave, but he might have chimed back in. Thanks, everybody, for showing up tonight, and we'll talk to you guys all real soon. Again, make that webinar tomorrow night. It'll be hot. Another one on Thursday night. We'll loop back around next Monday and cover a bunch of these questions, you guys. So awesome. Thanks for your support.
Hey, Ron, real quick. Hey, Ron and Mike. Hey, Mike,
yes.
real quick. This is Rob. There's people that are asking about, that are guests that are asking about how to join.
Okay, great. What you need to do, I didn't realize we had that many new guests on the phone tonight, so that's wonderful. What you need to do is get back in touch with the person who invited you to this call. Okay, they'll have something called a username. You can actually go into their website, leafit.biz/their username, and click join, and you can get started either as free or for $40 at this time. So make sure that you do get back in touch with the person who invited you to this call and get their username from them.
All right, fantastic, Ron. Rob, thanks for chiming in there. Appreciate that as well. Again, sorry, you guys, there were just too many questions coming in to cover them all, but we will review them right now. We'll get those addressed. We'll send maybe we'll do a cover email to kind of cover some of these topics as well. So again, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll talk to you all very, very soon.